Last week on modJOBS, we spent the day with Formula D drifting champion Vaughn Gittin Jr. out at the Irwindale Speedway, where the 2011 finals were taking place. Vaughn showed off his RTR Mustangs and then showed Dennis a thing or two about how a world champion drifts. Welcome back to eBay Motors modJOBS. I'm Alan Taylor. This is the Craftsman experience where I spend most of my time. Dennis is out with the Mustang with all the different builders, and today they're going to be installing a Hurst shifter, an Escort radar detector, a headliner that's custom airbrushed by Rhino, and we're going to do an integrated iPad into the sound system like you've never seen before. Let's go check it out.
We're back in Huntington Beach, and it's time to get down and dirty because we got a lot to do on this modJOBS Mustang. Now, as fun as it was playing around at Irwindale with Vaughn Gittin Jr., drift lessons are one thing, but we've got to get this Mustang finished. Now, we're back with Rich Evans and Rich Evans Design to talk about what we want to do to the car. Rich, how's it going, buddy?
What's happening?
You know, the same old, man. We played around, we welded on the car, we disassembled the car, we played around with the brake caliper covers and the tires and wheels, but now it's time to take that headliner that you designed and built for the car, get that installed, and then show the people what you do best, man, which is modify and fabricate cars.
While we get our grill inserts prepped and ready for installations, let's go over and meet my friends from Hurst to install our brand new shifter.
One of the things you gotta do on a brand new car like this Ford Mustang is put a great shifter in it. I got my friend Kenji Takahashi from B&M and Hurst. How you doing, buddy?
How you doing, Dennis?
I'm doing good, man, and you know what? I love the Ford Mustang, but that axe handle and shifter in there has to be replaced by one of these competition shifters, so it's time to make this thing feel like it shifts from 1965. Kenji, what are we gonna do first?
First step is unscrew the shift knob, then pop out the center console, and then all the electrical connections we're gonna have to unhook.
It's now time to get this thing up in the air and go to the next step.
We need to take the two bolts that are holding the rear bushing. They're on some long studs here, so.
In your pocket.
In my
nice
pocket.
Catch.
And you just work the bushing off the back of the tail of the shifter housing.
All right, what's the next step now that we got the factory bushing in?
The next step is on the bench, and what we're going to do is cut this bushing out and replace it with the urethane bushing that comes in the kit. Next, we're going to remove the rear bushing, the factory rubber.
Just comes out that easy.
Sure.
If you notice, this block is actually made into an H. How cool is that? That's why we're not putting the center console back in the Mustang.
This new design's a lot smoother, and you'll be able to engage the gears a lot easier and a lot quicker.
As he wraps this up, we're going to put it back down, jump inside, and this thing's almost buttoned up.
Hurst gives you the choice of using your stock knob or using the classic flat blade chrome stick with the Hurst cue ball.
Well, I know what we're going to do with this. Let's throw that over there, but I think I need some bolts, and I'm going to wrap this up real quick. And 9/16 wrench.
Lock it into place.
All right, it's all buttoned up. We want to say thanks to Kenji Takahashi from Hurst and B&M. For now, it's time for me to just go roast some gears.
Now it's time to dive into our technology modifications with an Escort radar detector and an awesome new sound system. But nothing is as cool as what we've got planned for the iPad. There's all kinds of cool technology, and this Palmer Performance Dash Commander gives this processor the ability to take all the information from the inside of the ECU on this brand new Mustang, making sure that you know every single little thing your engine's doing. The Escort 9500 CI is one of the best systems in the world. In fact, Escort calls it their big dog, and for good reason. This all-in-one system has everything from laser, radar, and of course POP protection. It also has red lights, GPS, and traffic updates. One of the best systems you'll ever have. One of the most important parts about installing a quality sound system is having the right components beyond just the head unit or the amps. Using the proper wires, connectors, all cuts down on hiss and sound deadening that come through the sound systems if you don't use the proper equipment. It's little things like that that make a big difference when it comes to turning up the volume and enjoying the road. Next, it's about time for Rich and I to install the headliner that Rhino so beautifully airbrushed. Now, one of these headliners are very easy to get from Rich Evans Design. You can paint it any way you want. It's as simple as taking off the sun visors, a few clips, the back panels, and you can make a car come to life with your personality right above you.
All right, the headliner's in. It's simple, easy, and it looks great. It's a great tribute to our friends at Patriot Outreach, and it makes it a modJOBS Mustang. As always, thanks for spending some time with modJOBS. We have a ton of fun here each and every episode, but we want you to make sure and be a part of it. Go to the website, vote on the paint, be a part of what is going on at this year's 2011 SEMA. For now, I'll just have to say goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video.
Next week on modJOBS, we're finishing up the last of our interior and exterior modifications before we reveal our custom modJOBS Mustang at its grand unveiling at SEMA in Las Vegas.